media coverage on infectious diseases. Whether it's been a news report about a recent flu outbreak or a new movie coming out such as Outbreak, The Crazies, or even Contagion, there's been a lot of talk about infectious diseases. In our lifetime alone, we have experienced several different outbreaks or pandemics ranging from HIV/AIDS to SARS to the swine flu and even the anthrax scares after 9/11. They may seem like a third world problem to some people, but there are many diseases that are here in America also. This speech will discuss several types of infectious diseases, work being done with them, and how you can protect yourself against them. Throughout history, there have been many diseases that humans have had to struggle against. Over time, civilizations have battled all types of diseases. Listed on this PowerPoint are just a few of many that we have encountered. These few diseases here were found in a Time magazine article and give approximate dates of when their biggest outbreaks were. Of these listed, some haven't been seen in decades, some are still a huge problem today, and one in particular has been completely eliminated from nature. Smallpox, a horrible disease that plagued civilizations for centuries, is the first and so far only disease that has been completely eliminated from nature. Smallpox killed about 300 million people alone in the 20th century, and it wasn't until 1979 that the World Health Organization actually eradicated this disease from nature by the use of vaccines. Other diseases such as flu, as various types of flus, and the HIV/AIDS virus, they're still prevalent in the world today. And according to a report by the CDC, there are approximately 40.3 million people who are living with HIV/AIDS today. This disease is spreading rapidly and there's no cure for it, so this is a disease that's really becoming a problem in society. Another disease in the public eye has been the various types of flu viruses. I'm sure everyone in this room is familiar with the swine flu epidemic that happened in 2009. This infected people all around the world, even people here in the American Midwest. And a different type of flu virus that is emerging and starting to take notice is the avian flu, also known as the bird flu. Efforts are being taken to try and keep the avian flu from becoming a pandemic like we saw in 2009 with the swine flu. These diseases listed are just a few of the many diseases that easily infect humans. So what's being done about this? There's a lot of research being done into infectious diseases, everything from finding vaccines to possible uses for the diseases and even using them as a biological weapon. One organization that's very involved is the Center for Disease Control. They do a lot of work to help stop the spread of disease, of outbreaks in certain populations, and also work to create vaccines. Problem is that since viruses are evolving all the time and changing so rapidly, it's really hard to create a vaccine in such a high demand so quickly. Anne Presanis, a researcher involved during the H1N1 pandemic, explained how vaccines take so long to create and it's so hard to make them because there's so much variability during a pandemic. Another aspect of research into infectious diseases is biowarfare protection. A lot of work in this is done by the U.S. Army Medical Research Institute for Infectious Diseases. They do a lot of work to prepare defenses just in case some terrorist group decides to use infectious diseases as a weapon. An example of this was after 9/11, there was an anthrax scare that happened where there was a possibility of anthrax being released into America as a terrorist attack. And they did a lot of work to help try to figure out how can we take care of people if this gets out. So there's a lot of work being done to stop and slow the spread of infectious diseases around the world. But even with the advances in the scientific community, new diseases are emerging rapidly. Juan Alano, a pathologist from the University of Texas, explains that with all the global changes going on in the world now, such as climate change, deforestation, human behavior changes, and even travel, the global world has become more susceptible to infectious diseases. So to combat this, people need to be more aware of how easily they spread. Traveling is the largest reason that infectious diseases are spreading so quickly. So to stay healthy, be cautious, and take care of your immune system to avoid these diseases. So in conclusion, I hope you all have become a little more aware of infectious diseases and how there's a lot of work being done with